Welcome back, fellow mobile gaming fanatics. It is the time finally that we can get the Peugeot 205 T16 Evo 2 and add it to the garage. Yes, I have the team now to do that. I have been farming this final event the last few hours, but now, even though there's 2 days left, I'm just going to get it. And I'm also going to show you the previous rounds where either the price card, the NSX was on, or the carbon fibers to show you the teams that I used. And hopefully it may help you get there. So yes, I could farm this event for another couple of days, the last stage, but instead gonna get the car, get it added to the garage. So gonna just segue out here and do a culmination of those few nodes. So if you are struggling in them, you can see the cars that I used and how I got through, and I will be back afterwards where together we can hopefully, I'm pretty sure I'm getting this, get this Peugeot 205. So see you in just a moment. Okay, so that's me back with a moment of truth. I do not know if this is going to work, but I have done a couple of upgrades into it, so hopefully it will do it. Will it do it on the drag? I'm gonna see how it does on the drag. I'm gonna oh no, because we lose the wait up. Yes. There we go. Don't panic. Let's see. Hopefully, if it doesn't do it on the drag here, it will do it on the runway drag. It's going to be tight. This is, I think, where it's got its biggest chance. Yes, okay, perfect. Did I need to do both upgrades? I've done one into engine, one into chassis. Probably didn't, but I wasn't too sure. So I thought, let me just do it, and we have got that carbon fiber. Okay, it's cost me the gold to speed it up, which I didn't really want it to do. I need to pray we get a car here that actually helps me for the final round, because I got a bad feeling we're going to get stuck. I don't have any ultra rares either, so few to fuse. I'm going to have to unlock some. Ooh! Wow! It is at least a double spiker pack. Oh my gosh. Which one do I want? Am I going to get kind of sick? Kind of sick. Oh, I can't cry. I'm going to be happy. But I want to cry inside. Oh, I am happy. The tears of joy. I promise you, the tears of joy. Not that I thought I had a chance to get it going sick. Oh, okay. Okay, so if you are stuck or you do get stuck, hopefully watching those rounds will help you. Unfortunately, the useful, reliable cars until now, your super rares and your rares, cars like the Airflight, which to be fair to it, has been pretty key in this event. And we can scroll down something like the Donkervort as well. The S7, great car, been great for the earlier rounds, along with the Dodge Shadow as well. Those cars do tail off towards the late teen rounds, so you are going to need ultra rare and epic cars to complete it. You don't necessarily need legendary. but you are going to need those ultra rares and epics, and you're going to need them leveled up the right way. Now, I can't be upset about pulling 3 epics and 2 carbon fibers, can I? But I was so sure when I got this Prelator as the 4th card that it was going to be a legendary to accompany it. And I was like, this is the closest I'm going to get to a Chronosec. I got a 1 in 3 chance of getting one. And the second one come out. So yeah, 1 is helpful. It has helped me in the final. The other 2 will probably end up being fused, but I can't complain about that. So yes, the good news is for the finals, you do not need all epics or legendaries. Let's go in and have a look. I do have a team capable of doing this. Before I complete it, a couple of notes. The Fiat X19 Dallara here is a pretty useless car in my opinion. I mean, the Abarth 030, this wins already. It will win in either form, either my 323 or the 233 version, as in track 1 on Twisty Circuit, for 2 RQ more and a completely different tier. So jumping into epic, it's just not worth it. The Abarth is better in it with handling. This isn't maxed out, fair enough. It is 2.3 all the way through, but even maxed out, I think it's about 93 handling and 3.6, something like that. The Abarth will do better in test bowls, it will do better in handling on slaloms, etc. There's very little difference in weight, and it's ultra rare, so you can use it in ultra rare only events, etc. I'd rather have a car almost at the top of the tier than a car at the very bottom of the tier. So that is my opinion, but for everyone out there, this is an easy-ish track to beat. Now, the 2 best cars available, the Prelator and the M4S, will both be extremely useful. They are the 2 epics you want to get and you hope to get if you do get an epic and a carbon fiber. You do not need to max out your M4S to beat this level here. It is again 222 all the way through. If you did do your M4S up to 1.3, 1.3 and maxed out the chassis, I believe you should just about be able to do the Monaco G-Force. If it doesn't, then 1 upgrade into 2.3 into the weight would get it. But you don't have to max out your M4S to win this event, which is good news. Now, the bad news for me is my version, which is the 323 of the Abarth, will not beat the 233 version on Twisty Circuit, which this is, okay? So you will need to come up with a car to beat this. For me, I can use the M4S. With the hairpin mode, again, the Donkavort is built just like mine at 323. I'm not sure. If you check in the forum, I'm pretty sure I've read somewhere that there is a version of a differently built Donkavort which will beat this one. Now, I don't know it, so I don't want to comment on it. However, when you look at it, there is possibly a chance, I'm not going to do it here because I've only got 1 ticket, that you can put in your Abarth and beat it on hairpin mode, okay? I think, because it's extra handling and not too much, I think it would win, but don't quote me. And then on the slalom test, yes, I can put in the Lotus. But the way I'm going to do it, the Prelator, which is all just 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, should win the hairpin mode. And I get the victory here. So this should get us the lovely 205. We will go through the results quickly. So the victory here. I said, yes, if I did put in my Abarth, I would lose. And I can't make those points up elsewhere. We win here because we've got the maxed out M4S. In my opinion, this is the best car to get out of all the epics, mainly because it has that American Frontier tag, and I think you're going to get a lot more use out of it in forthcoming events over the next month, 6 weeks or so, than the Prelator. But obviously getting even will help you in the event, so there we go. You don't have to put any fuses into that in order to beat the Donkavort, just a bit of cash. We get the victory here, as you will see. Again, even if it was maxed out, you would still just about win that. And finally, my Lotus has a little bit of upgrade into it, which will get us the win against a 1.3 throughout Lotus. So with that, I am able, with some luck to an extent from those carbon fiber packs, to get the Peugeot 205. Really happy to get that. I think that is going to be a useful car, in the future. You know, to get an off-road car like that, absolutely bellissimo. Let's add some fuse, and you go, and you go. I actually quite like to add the lower RQ, so like 20 or 21 or 10, 11 RQ cars, and sell the others because they come up straight away when you're actually fusing. It's easier than scrolling through trying to find cars that you want to fuse. You just throw them all in. Alright, so that is the challenge done. You've still got 2 days, bit more depending where you are, to get through it. There are still some events going, although we are down to the very last moments of the Dangerous Passage, which I do not care about, and the Sunset Boulevard. Just to let you know, if you are doing the Sunset Boulevard event, I will come in and show you something. It is concept. I'm using the Dodge Hornet. Why I'm using the Dodge Hornet, beautiful little car, because of medium ground clearance. Okay, I will try and show you here. We'll try and show you the Ocean City streets. If you do not pay attention to the track sets, this is technically a medium ground clearance track. Now, lower down the ranks, I saw lots of people using the concepts. Loads of the concepts are low ground clearance, and people were putting in low ground clearance cars in the City Streets track. As a result, it was giving away 3 wins. Now, I could probably improve my team by improving. We'll just come and do, it doesn't really matter, we're going to lose anyway. We'll just come and do, we'll do this one for the sake of it. Okay, I could probably improve my team by putting in a better car here and going slightly lower on one of my epics, bringing in a top tier ultra rare. But I will show you this track, and I will show you with a car which isn't medium ground clearance. Okay, so I know I'm going to lose this overall. Do not worry about that. That is not the issue. The point here is to show you the Ocean City streets. If you just like me normally click through and go to the end, you may see yourself getting some defeats or losing by some points, not really understanding where you have lost all those points. It will be on that Ocean City streets. So 233, where I should have done my Mazda 3i. Yes, I know, one of the first epics I worked on. You know, don't hate me. When eventually they allow us to change the way we set up our cars, I will do here. As you see, we come into the car wash. The medium ground clearance car brakes straight out. Low ground clearance is stuck in there for ages, getting a good old clean. You know, comes out shiny new, but you do an absolute ton of points in the process. So there you go, Ocean City streets. You need to take 1 medium car into this Sunset Boulevard. Why I'm telling people is because you may be unfortunate enough not to have enough of the Chrysler Imperials yet. It could boil down to you being able to either pull them off the board or potentially get your final or your 4th one, depending where you are, how far you can get up to from this event. So do not fall into that trap and have you giving away points to people by putting a low ground clearance car on the Ocean City streets. Make sure it is at least a medium car, even if it is one like mine. You're not going to lose by too many points. So that is where we're at. We also have the 164 Pro Car qualifiers. For those of you unaware, and I'm sure there's going to be no one now, it is in fact an Alfa Romeo, and a pretty sexy Alfa Romeo. When you see a car with 215 top speed and 2.1 0 to 60 with 91 standard handling, yes, it is on slick tires. It probably kind of has to be slick tires for those kind of stats, and the fact that it will be extremely OP otherwise. This car is really light. We don't worry about traction control and ABS, that's fine. It's only been used in the dry anyway. It is going to be a beast of a car, 1980s. It is just, yeah, a car that, to be honest with you, I prefer to have that than the TVR. Not because of the RQ, just because the car is going to be a lot more useful in my opinion, especially for Italian events as well. So that is the car that we're going for. Now let's come to the Pro Car qualifiers, and this normally gives us an idea of what the final requirements are going to be. And for the first time in quite a while actually, 2010 convertibles are going to be the pre-requirements. That's not great for me, but if we actually look at the results here and the reward, should I say, we can't see because it's top secret at the moment, so we've only got these silly carbon fibers, etc, etc. So we will know once we actually get those rewards, which I'm not going to be getting. Even though I haven't entered the event, I can tell you already that I'm not going to be getting it because I do not have the required cars. But anyway, here we've got mixed, we've got Germans, we've got English, French, so we can't say it's going to be a specific brand or manufacturer or nation. Now it could say, for example, 2 times German, but it's unlikely with this. The only thing that all these cars share in common is they are all 2000 to 2004, pretty much. Okay, other things like this is a high ground clearance car, this is a look, go down here, this is a coupe, different things. You go to the sport, it's going to be hatchback. So you know, we come further. Oh, they have changed the Chevrolet. This used to be originally it was the Monte Carlo, but it isn't the Monte Carlo anymore. But you can see here the Vauxhall rear-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive. This used to be a front-wheel drive car. We have probably found the requirements. I can say now, I would say fairly comfortably, 2000 to 2004 rear wheel drive. They did have the Monte Carlo out here before. I have only just realized that it has changed to the Chevrolet SSR. Sorry if I'm a bit slow there. Okay, so with that in mind, if I were to have a quick look and say try to prepare myself for the finals, I know in terms of where are we going, tires and drive, I want to look for rear wheel initially. I also want to look at, no, not RQ, no, decades and years. I want to look at 2000 up to, no, we can go back, we've got a few more, no, get in the middle, there we go, 2000, 2004. So it was a bit more challenging before because, as I said, the cars didn't add up. It was very strange to see what they were going to go for. This looks like my potential lineup, except, yep, some of you already screamed it. I have to get rid of prize cars because prize cars cannot be used in the finals. So where is no prize cars? Collection. I don't even know where it is. To be fair, I never get rid of prize cars. How do you get rid of prize cars? Somebody out there is screaming. Excuse me. I thought it was under collection and tags. Does it say prize cars in here anyway? Non-prize cars. There we go. There we go. We got them in the end. Okay. So, as we look at the hand, what is the good news? Well, the good news is I do already have a maxed out Dodge Viper. As I have already said before, very good chance that these American Frontier cars are going to be around and useful a bit more often. So that is one car that I do not have to work on. I do have a Chevrolet Corvette Z06 already maxed out, and I do have the Spiker C8 Spider, which is a pretty good drag car. It has decent MRA. It is a car I could work on, although I'm very low on ultra rares. On top of that, we do have the Pagani Zonda. I'm going to lock this. While I haven't put anything into it yet, I've got a couple of extra ultra rares now. I would be willing to put 2 upgrades into this car, not because I think the car isn't a particularly great car, but if it helped me to get that Alfa Romeo, then I would. As we move down, I do have some other cars I can work on. If the TVR looks like it's going to be particularly useful, or potentially the Mustang, we can. I do need ultra rares for them. As we go further down, the Acura NSX, good. If there's any twisty, I can max that. No problems maxing the Exige as well. The Lotus R is a better car than the Exige, so I'd probably just finish off my second Lotus, more likely, save a few RQ points. But as you can see, to be fair, I've already got a few ultra rares maxed out, and I don't think we're going to be bringing in many of the super rares unless the RQ requirements are a bit tight. Would not be surprised to see a slingshot in there either. So on the whole, it doesn't look too bad, but it also doesn't look too great. If you see, I'm pretty sure we're going to see the Koenigsegg and the Cadillac 16. Loads of people have the Cadillac 16 there. The TVR Typhoon again will probably come out. I don't know if the Zonda will be better than that in a drag. It will be better than it in the track, but I don't know about the drag. We'll have to see. I do not have the SLR Macan. The Ford Mustang GTR concept is going to be a great car to have. Again, the Viper, if you got that one. I do have the weaker Viper. I do have the Spiker. I fused away my 911 GT3, which I may regret. But as we come down, the Roof RGT, yeah, you know, I've got, there's a few cars. I wouldn't say, to be honest with you, there's too many cars. I fused away the M3 before. I wouldn't look down here and say that there's too many epic cars that I would rather have without actually seeing the track sets and seeing if they actually need to have medium ground clearance or not. I'm going to assume there won't be too many medium ground clearance tracks. If there are, then the M5 would be one I would like to pick up, and definitely the Mustang is one I would want to get if I did from a pack. That's probably the GTR as well. Not too worried about this McLaren. Yeah, it's decent, but you know, just not worried about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've got a Pagani, so I don't really need the Zonda S. The Koenigsegg would be great, either to go on the Cadillac 16. Maybe we may have a chance. We may have a very, very slight outside chance. But as it comes to the actual qualifiers itself, let's get in there. Let's see. Pre-2010 convertible times 5. Well, I have quite a few, or a couple of Lamborghinis here, should we say. Can't see any of those being particularly useful. Don't really want to work on them for this event. That's why I've got the SLR. I'm not so worried about the other McLaren. Probably a max out Caterham Superlight would be useful in this event, I'm going to imagine, which I don't have. Now, if we scroll down, first of all, I'm not even going to look any further. I can already tell a Lotus is going to be pretty useful if I want to save some RQ points. I can't really imagine too many other cars down here being great. Possibly the Demon. Let's assume the Demon is also going to be an RQ saver. But if I'm going to use the Demon, I might as well use the MX-5, save another couple of points. All right, let's just try that. Let's just say we've got a couple of RQ savers, and if we're going to bring in a few more decent cars, we've got room to bring in the supercharged, possibly the BMW. We'll throw the BMW out. We'll bring in a Lamborghini because it has got four-wheel drive, in case there's a bit of rain, and it gives us enough room to put in the Zonda as well, just for the sake of it. Not saying this is how I'm going to actually run my team. I just want to see what the requirements are first. So North Loop, fast circuit. Okay, lots of twisty. I did think so. Yeah, the Superlight would definitely be a car to go to here, and I think that would make the difference between potentially being able to get a top 10 or not. So I think I'd have to change this around. I don't think the Diablo, if there's no rain, is worth bringing it in. I also think that the Superlight is going to be a better car, but I don't have the resources to max it out, especially if I'm going to try and go for the finals. Oh, this is oh, come on, I hate these events like this. Oh my gosh, I've got to lose 12 minutes of my life while this Cadillac Seville tries to get around the Nuremberg. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible when you get things like this, isn't it? I mean, just look at it. Why doesn't it just skip to the end? When you click skip, why doesn't it just give you the result? Why do you have to wait for this car to get out? It just makes no. What is the point of skipping? I want to skip because I don't want to watch that. Right. So, I think realistically, the Pagani isn't going to be too key in this event. It might be better used in the finals. This event, definitely think that Superlight is going to be a car that gets some airplay. I don't think that is really needed. I think more twists and turns. We could probably get more use out of the Viper in that particular instance. And I would obviously be probably more tempted to go even lower here for something like the Slingshot and bring in the Caterham. I think that would bring the Caterham in instead of this. That is probably what I would look to do. But anyway, we'll throw this out there. As I said, let's just come up against somebody who has actually got 5 cars and see what we do. Again, it's all twisted as one drag. Well, simply, the Pagani is going to be my drag or fast circuit car. Now, yep, Dodge Demon. Not surprised to see this car in here. We will go for the Forest Road like this. The twisty North Loop like this. We're going to lose the twisty circuit anyway, so we will run it out like this. Absolutely no problems. Get the victory. I think I have to. Oh, it's a tie. Wow, I thought we were just about nick that. Yeah, I have to admit, I do have options for this. I do have options. It does involve me working on a few cars. I don't think I need to go as low as this. I can go higher if I wanted to. And I really don't think the Pagani is too key in this, to be honest with you. I mean, yes, tie, win, good car to have, very good car to have. I'm gonna assume, I don't know if I will win the North Loop like that, We're gonna lose a lot of points here with turbo. So from that perspective, I think it might be better off to try and just take 4 victories and 1 defeat and see how our points work out. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. If they do have a lot of the tracks like this, damn. Yeah, my bad. I must have lost somewhere else as well. Wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, I'm still trying to work out where I want these cars to go. Maybe the Lotus isn't quite good enough for this. Maybe I need something with a bit more power. Something like this. Maybe this is a better look. The Dodge give me a bit more for the drags and the fast circuits, etc. Let's see. So we go here. We know we've got a defeat here. Fast circuit should be victory. G-force test. Interesting. I don't know how I beat the Volkswagen. I think I have to do this. Have to do this. I think this is what I have to do in this lineup. Yeah, I don't want to work on the super light. I've decided here while talking to myself and chattering gibberish to you guys. I don't want to work. I do want to work on the super light. Let me get it. But I don't want to work on it for this event. I still don't think I'm quite going to be top 10. I want to have a look and see how somebody right up there is doing. What kind of cars have we got here? Let's just go into it. Well, I fused away my Porsche anyway. That went. So I can't build the Boxster Spider. Slalom here, twisty. Yeah, this isn't going to fare well on the Nuremberg rings. So this isn't a person who I think can challenge for a top 10. That's me personally. Very sorry whoever this is if you are watching. I just don't think that's going to be the case. Oops. So we can go North Loop like this. We can go fast circuit like that. We should win that slalom. We will go twisty, slalom, twisty. So yeah, I'm already well aware. I do want to work on the Zonda probably for the finals. So when I'm sleeping, I think it might be worth putting a few fuses into that. I can see me using that in the finals. So yeah, top 10 here. Nah, if you can see my team and you think you can give me a good example, then go for it. But other than that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Hope you found some use from this video. As ever, if you have enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section below. I've been MyTyme and I'll see you all soon when that event comes towards a close. Take care and good luck everyone.